All right, we're going to go with Jeff Carlisle first. Go ahead, Jeff.
Wow, straight out of the chute.
Yep.
Thank you, Aaron. Hello to both of you. My question is for Lily. What was the recruiting process like on the U.S. side? I mean, when did they start reaching out to you? How often were they reaching out there towards the end? What was the experience like?
Yeah, when timeline is kind of difficult to say exactly, but
I mean, she came into U14 and U15 camp, U15, U16.
yeah, U15 and U16 camps, and then from there, I guess I sort of just went into full national team in April, and before then, just I think I had a call with Emma and my parents, and that's basically how it started. And from there, just sort of building the communication and everything, getting into full camps and starting this onboarding process.
Were you talking to Twyla Kilgore at all when she was the interim coach? How often were you talking to her?
It was sort of like combination of Emma and Twyla. How often? I remember before the April camp, a little bit, a couple months before the April camp, and then right before I went into April camp, and sort of from there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And just for clarification, so she came into U15, U16, and then she was called into U17, but she had club commitments with Ajax, so she couldn't come to qualifying. And then after that, that's when it started in earnest with the senior national team. Do you want to talk a little bit about, getting space to make your decision and how that worked?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I was called into the full team camp in April, and that was great. Obviously, just being able to see the environment along with the last camp in May, and from there I was obviously not undecided still, having communication with the Dutch Federation as well, and I think I was given space from both federations, just giving me the opportunity to make the decision, and I think being involved with the full team in those two camps, it was a really great experience, and I'm really grateful for that.
Hanging out with that one right there?
Yeah, Jay.
Making TikToks on the side?
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan Tannenwald, go ahead.
Thank you, Aaron. Hi, guys. Jonathan Tannenwald of the Philadelphia Inquirer here. Lily, I wonder, what is it like to be in the kind of spotlight that you've been in? I can't imagine that it's made it any easier when so many people are talking about you on the outside in both countries. What was it like during that time?
To be honest, I think I sort of just try to block out all the outside noise, and just I have a great support system around me, with my family and my club, and I really didn't feel like, obviously I was asked a lot about the question, asked the question a lot, but I didn't really feel pressure or anything like that. So that was really nice, and just focusing on the people who, their voices matter sort of, and the outside noise, just try to block that out.
And I know both coaches tried to give you space. You mentioned it. Emma's obviously talked about it before. But when this game came up on the schedule, did that at all factor into thinking maybe it was time to make a decision, knowing these teams were going to play each other?
No, not necessarily. I think the timing is kind of funny, but no, I don't think that was really a factor in my decision. I think the time felt right. The moment felt right. And when I made my decision, I think I just wanted to not prolong it anymore. And
Thank you.
Thanks, JT. Henry Bushnell, go ahead.
Thanks, Aaron, and thanks, Lily and Jaedyn, for your time. Lily, you just you mentioned blocking out the noise, but still, I mean, not many people have to make a personal and professional decision this big at such a young age, right? So, did the the gravity of this start to like weigh on you at all in the weeks and months until you did finally make your decision?
Not really. I think, like I said, I have a great support system around me, and those people, like my family and the people close to me, have sort of just said to me, like, you know, this is a big decision. You know, you have to follow your heart and not feel pressured by any external factors. So, yeah, I think that's what I did, and like I said, just trying to block out the noise. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Sylvia Bullock, go ahead.
Hi, Jaedyn. Hi, Lily. So this question is for Lily. I asked Naomi the other day, just sort of her feelings, obviously, to Habesha women in a time now when we haven't had any before. Sort of, what are your feelings on that, and what has your community meant to you, both personally and in your playing?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think me and Nay have talked about this, but yeah, I think having two Habeshas on this team is really amazing. I remember watching Nay when I was like sort of like a couple years ago when she came onto the team and saw how cool it was that Habesha is on the U.S. Women's National Team, and now that we're both on this team, I think it's really amazing that we can sort of represent our community and represent the Habesha community.
Thanks, Sylvia. Go ahead, Jeff Kassouf.
Thanks, Aaron. Thank you both for doing this. Lily, I'm wondering, after the game in Minnesota in June, you talked about how, you know, that moment of scoring and obviously that, you know, the whole team celebrated you. I'm wondering, you know, did you, those camps that you were in earlier this year, did they factor in terms of the bond that you made with teammates in your decision? Yeah,
definitely. I think I had a really amazing experiences in both camps. And that moment coming on for my first cap and just how welcoming everybody was, the coaching staff to the players. This is a environment of amazing players, but also really amazing people. So, to come into camp and be welcomed by everybody was very nice. Yeah.
And Jaedyn, I mean, you know, whether that moment or you know, moments behind the scenes we didn't see, I mean, how did you, among other teammates, try to, you know, embrace Lily coming into the environment, but also knowing that, you know, given her space, maybe that she had a decision to make?
Yeah, I mean, our job is just to really help her integrate into the team, whether she made that decision yet or not. I think that we all love her. I love having her here and love playing with her. So I think, you know, it's been great having her here, and really happy that she'll be with us for the long run.
You didn't try extra hard on the TikToks?
Just like I was really practicing my dance skills before camps just because I knew that we had to. But no, we have some fun together in camps.
Sure.
Sorry, did I cut you off? Go ahead. No? All right.
No, I'm good. Thank you both.
Okay, let's go to Nancy Armour. Go ahead, Nancy.
Hey, Lily and Jaedyn, thank you both for doing this. Jeff stole my question for Jaedyn, but I'll follow up with that. What types of things, like when you know that Lily is trying to make this decision, what types of things do you tell her? Do you just kind of leave her the space and just, you know, treat her like a normal person? Like, what's the balance there? And Lily, how tough of a decision was this?
To be honest, like I didn't really realize that she had to make the decision when she came into camp. I don't know. I just knew that she was a young player coming in, and I was gonna be nice and like enjoy being in camp myself. So yeah, I mean, I think there was literally no difference until like afterwards when I saw it in the media, and I was like, oh, like she has to make a decision between the Netherlands and us. Like what? But no, there was no difference at all, even if I knew.
Go. I mean, definitely wasn't an easy decision, but I think I took my time to, just think about the decision, considering all the factors around it, and in the end, you know I had to make a decision, and this is what felt right. So, yeah, I'm happy.
Let's go to Meg Linehan. Go ahead, Meg.
Thanks, guys. Jaedyn, this one is for you, just as someone who was around during the Olympics, though obviously limited. I was just hoping that you could speak to Alyssa Nayer's final couple of games with the U.S. Women's National Team, and what you may have learned from her as a player over this past year with the team.
Yeah, I mean, as we all know, Alyssa is amazing at what she does and also an amazing person. I think she doesn't talk a whole lot, but when she does, it's really like helpful, and she's just really sweet. And we also share like the faith part of our lives, so I think that that's also really cool too. And I mean, I feel like we all know that she's just like an amazing goalkeeper and like amazing leader on this team, and she's been on this team for so long. And I mean, I've heard her story a lot about the national team, how it took her quite a while to actually play, and I think that that just is a testament to how special it is to be in this environment and how much we can't take it for granted, and really just have to stay like dedicated and resilient to stay in this environment, play in this environment, come back to this environment. So I think that she just like really represents the crest so well, and is like an amazing leader for all of us.
Well said,
Thank
Jay.
you.
Let's go to Asif Burham. Go ahead, Asif.
Hi to you both. Lily, is it true that your grandfather once scored in the Africa Cup of Nations? Have you ever been shown footage of that? And what was it like for you growing up, having that background in the game? Were you always being pushed into playing soccer, or did you play a lot of sports?
Yeah, my grandfather played for the Ethiopian national team, and he scored a goal in the Afcon Nation Cup. Yeah, I haven't met him or like seen footage, but I've seen a lot of pictures and heard a lot of stories. So I think it's really amazing to, yeah, sort of hear about that from my parents and from so many different people that I meet. And yeah, I think growing up, it was always footy. It was always football in the house, always playing football. And yeah, I have two brothers who play. My dad played, my grandfather, so it's sort of in the family. And yeah, since I started, I've always loved it. So
Was your dad a good player?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll ask him. All right, a couple more here. Sandra Herrera, go ahead.
Hi, thanks so much for the time, Lily and Jaedyn. Lily, first for you, now that there's been so much discussion about the decision, you as one of the younger players getting into the mix here, you're stepping into a national team with a lot of history. So I just wanted to know, like, for you, who are some of the players that you looked up to on this team growing up, maybe watching them play? And, you know, now that you're in it, you're in the mix, who are some players that you're looking forward to growing alongside and developing with now?
Yeah, I think growing up, I've always watched this team. I can sort of see like me in front of the TV screen in the 2015 World Cup jumping up and down. Yeah, it's just amazing history this team has. So great. And now that I'm alongside so many of these players that I can learn from, the likes of Lindsay, Rose, and yeah, so many others. But I think those two, obviously being midfielders, I think I've looked up to those two growing up. And yeah, I think me and Jay, the youngins, sort of. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with Jay. She's an amazing player, and I think we vibe on and off the pitch. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Jay's only 3 years older than you.
Hey, I'm out of the teens though.
Hey.
Yeah, she's playing now.
Yeah,
Good luck with that.
Just to follow up with Jaedyn, the 2 games in Europe, obviously viewed as a huge opportunity for the team, especially for the younger players with less caps, such as yourself. What has it been like sort of getting in the mix for camps like this, and what have you sort of taken away so far with one game already against England and another one against Netherlands?
Yeah, I mean, these are obviously big games, and I think I'm just trying to take as much from these experiences with me as possible, and trying to learn as much, trying to improve as much as I can, speaking with the coaching staff and just all of those things. So I think really just enjoying these games and finishing off the year strong.
Last couple here, let's go to Eduardo Batista. Go ahead.
Good morning from California. Thank you for your time. My question is for Jaedyn. It's going to be around 70 degrees tomorrow in San Diego and about 40 degrees with a chance of rain at game time. Does that have an impact on yourself and the team? Thank you.
Yeah, see, I'm Texas born and raised. It gets hot, but it also gets cold and windy and rainy too. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't mind a little bit of a chilly game or like, a slight rain, a slight drizzle, a little mist.
Yeah.
Nothing like the Canada game. We don't need that. But yeah, we will have some fun tomorrow, for sure.
Lake and Lippman, go ahead.
Thanks, Aaron. I have a question for each of you. First, Lily, what do you think it's going to be like tomorrow, just playing against the Netherlands, in the Netherlands, representing the U.S., and just what's it been like being with the team in your hometown, basically, or just in the Netherlands? And then Jaedyn, you mentioned earlier that you had been practicing your TikToks ahead of camp. Is there like a group text or something that goes out before camp starts, and who's like in charge of getting everybody together and orchestrating all of these TikToks that you guys post?
First question. Okay.
Against the Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. It'll be a great game. Yeah, two top opponents. So, yeah, I think we're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I have a lot of family and friends coming to the game, so that'll be nice. And yeah, like I said, it's been really amazing being involved with this team. And yeah, great trip we just had to England, and one more game of the year, so we're excited.
And then on the
any answer there?
TikToks, no, that was a joke, you guys.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
It was jokes.
But we just do TikToks in passing. If there's a trendy sound that we want to do, we'll just do it. We did one for 15 minutes in the snack room. Yeah, but it's not out yet. Stay tuned. But
might keep that in the drafts.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, there may be a post here soon.
All right, that's why people get on this Zooms.
For the
TikToks.
for the TikTok drops.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The TikTok drops.
The
well
release
said.
date.
The release date.
Back to Jeff Carlisle for the last one. Go ahead, Jeff. Did you have another, Jeff?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I did have another one
Okay.
for Lily. I've read about the Sunday games that you had growing up in Springfield, and I was wondering, what were those games like? I mean, how competitive were they, and how do you think that kind of helped you hone your skills at a very young age?
Can you explain what the Sunday games were first? Yeah.
Sunday games. Every Sunday, we would come together with my dad's group of friends and their kids, and we would sort of play pickup. Yeah, that was lots of fun. I have a lot of memories playing with them. When you're younger, you I wouldn't play, but I would be along the sideline trying to get in the game. Maybe the last couple of minutes I'll play, but yeah, once I got to a little older age, I started to jump in there, and yeah, it's always lots of fun. I think I still have a lot of great friends within the group of the parents' kids, and yeah, a lot of great memories. So that was nice.
Awesome,
Did it
everybody.
really help you? Oh,
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead, Jeff. We got time for one
I
more.
was going to say, how much do you think that helped your skill development, or were you kind of getting that in other places at that age?
I think it was more for fun, but I think just being around football all the time, that's just another moment that you're on the ball, playing around, whether you're just training seriously or just kicking the ball around. I think that's always great to be on the ball at a young age. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get them to a meeting. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.